Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the last episode edition of Miss. We did our 12 days of Miss this year, and I think next year I might do the whole month because this was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Anyway, today is the last installment of Miss, and for the last day of Miss, I wanted to recreate Lana Del Rey's makeup that she wore for the Christmas at Graceland special that was on NBC. A, I love Lana Del Rey. B, I love Elvis. And Graceland is a bucket list thing for me. I want to go to Graceland. It's not even that far for me to go. I mean, it's like, what? I think a 5-hour drive. It's not even that big a deal. What? Let's just take a vacation, you know? Anyway, that's a bucket list thing for me, is to go to Graceland. And anyways, Lana sang Unchained Melody, which is one of my favorite songs ever. And that clip where Elvis performs it rips my heart out every time I see it. So anyway, I fell in love with her makeup look. It was just this gorgeous, huge, crazy wing with matte eye, big lashes, just glam in the most Priscilla Presley 60s kind of way. And I wanted to try to recreate it on my face. Was this a very frustrating look to create? Yes, because I'm not used to doing precise eyeliner. And so it's a little bit of a journey, but if you would like to hang out with me for the last installment of the 12 days of Miss, just go ahead and keep on watching. We're going to hang out. We're going to try to create a very big winged eyeliner together. I'm going to chat with you about why I got a messed up foot, and my new fashion accessory is a pair of crutches. And what a lovely start to the holiday week. Anyway, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this look and the little bit of a struggle of creating it. Onto the makeup, and Merry Christmas. Hello. Feels so good to be sitting here in the studio filming. I've had a week. Had a bit of a week already. So today I want to recreate Lana Del Rey's makeup from the Christmas at Graceland. Her performance was just everything. Got me right in the feels. She covered Unchained Melody. It was the most beautiful thing I ever heard. And anyway, her look was so pretty, yet simple. It was just a very dramatic winged liner, very 60s vibe, very Priscilla Presley-esque, and I want to recreate it. She used primarily, it looks as if she had nothing but matte on the eyes, no shimmer, kind of a very soft, almost cool tone nudie lip, very defined socket line, big beautiful wing, and just creamy, sculpted, yet soft skin. So yeah, that's what I want to do today, and I think we can achieve that with the Pretty Grunge palette. And the reason I'm opting for Pretty Grunge is because we do have the perfect neutral cool tones in here, and we also have a black eyeshadow I can use to help out with the wing liner. And I've pulled a liquid liner and a pencil liner. And yeah, but anyways, we'll probably just use these very, very neutral shades. Neutral cool ones, and I feel like I can replicate the look. I just thought it was a very striking look, and I liked how matte everything looked, yet the skin had a dewy creaminess to it, but there was no like shimmer, overt highlight, anything like that. It just looked like the skin had a freshness, and I thought it was so pretty. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started on that. What I'm gonna do first is put a little bit of concealer just underneath here, just to kind of get started with that in case I mess up or whatever. I like it. I'm going to be working kind of from the bottom up on the wing. I already have primed my eyes with the Sigma eye base. I'm a little, not rusty. I'm just a little out of it-ish. Might be a little seeming because I am definitely coming down off some pain medicine. I'm drowsy feeling, like I'm kind of foggy. That's it. I'm just foggy. But my brain isn't tired, just my eyes feel really heavy, and I just feel a little I really don't know how to describe how I'm feeling right now. My stomach feels a little wonky. Anyway, what had happened was I sprung my foot. So I'm currently got my foot propped up. I've got some new fashion accessories, as in I have to walk on crutches for a minute for about a week. So yeah, Merry Christmas to me. All right, let me stick a little bit of this. This is the Age Rewind from Maybelline. Just gonna run a little bit just to get started under here. That way I already have a little bit of concealer going, and then we can tidy up and reapply as needed. But everything will be like nice and primed. I've already done all my skincare as well. And brows. And the only thing, I don't have a nudie like pencil to put in the waterline because it looks like she had a very bright waterline. So I'm going to put a little bit of this Bobbi Brown long wear crayon stick, and I have it in the shade Shell, which is kind of a fleshy tone on me. So I'm trying to put a little bit of that just in there. Yeah, I've currently got a foot that looks like a zombie foot. It is not pretty. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. But I just was tired of just sitting and not doing anything. I was like, I can go sit in the studio and film and prop my foot up and do something. I was so bored. I've been really bored because I haven't been able to get up and like do anything. And then my brain's a little too foggy like to focus on like filming or was too foggy to really focus on editing and filming that much. I'm glad I pre-filmed a lot for Anmus. Okay, let's get started on the actual eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and define the crease. I'm taking an E25 from Sigma, and I'm gonna go into the shade Rise Up to begin. I'm gonna take just a little bit of Rise Up. I'm gonna start to define the socket line. Should have a very defined socket line. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. I'm gonna keep it high. Our makeup made our eyes look huge, so we're gonna aim for that as well. Yeah, I think I have like a grade 2 sprain. Nothing too bad. Could definitely be a lot worse. I really thought I broke my foot. So yeah, and it's healing pretty quickly. Like it feels a lot better than it did. I just can't put like I can't put my weight on it yet, really. I can kind of shuffle about and limp if I need to without the crutches, but it doesn't feel very good. And the swelling has gone down dramatically, which is nice. I'm gonna jump over to Love Anarchy, I think. Let's try to run that a little bit in there. Yeah, okay. But I seem a little just off. That's why. I haven't taken pain medicine today, aside from the anti-inflammatory. But I just feel kind of... And I was having them because I cannot stand the way pain medicine makes me feel. I'd rather hurt a little bit than take pain medicine. But it was pretty bad. I nearly fainted from it. So yeah, and I fully thought I broke like the top of my foot. But what happened was my knee fell asleep, and it just kind of gave out on me. I didn't realize my knee was numb. Sometimes when I sleep, I straighten my leg out weird and it compresses a nerve and my knee goes numb. And I had to pee. I was half asleep myself, getting out of bed, and just ground. And my leg went behind me, or my foot rather went behind and under me. And yeah, so yeah. that was something. All right, let's take a little bit of the shade Hope on an E27. Start to deepen things up and like really kind of contour and carve out the crease. Yeah, like I got right back up after I did that though, thinking, oh, I just, hurt my foot, whatever. Ow, 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 I gotta pee, let's deal with this. I got to the toilet and I sat down. I almost fell off the toilet because got super woozy and faint feeling, got sweaty, and vision, everything started going black for a second there, and thought I was gonna throw up. It was a whole thing, and then the pain really hit, and my foot immediately turned blue. and went numb kinda, and I couldn't wiggle my toes. And my husband was like, oh, we're going to the emergency room right now. We're going to urgent care. So that is how my Monday went. It is now Thursday morning. And that shade right there is working perfectly. But yeah, very, very, very minute ache today. It's just tender. And the swelling has gone down a lot. It looks worse than it feels at this point. It's kind of sore in my arch area and a little bit up the front of my ankle. And the toes just look real bad. And I also like scraped it up on the grout between the tile and the bathroom. And they made me get a tetanus shot. Those hurt. That was at least a distraction from the foot pain at the time. But yeah, I've never actually had to use crutches, and that's a challenge. You know, no, I had to have crutches, I think, when I cracked my kneecap. But I was like 13. That was years ago. You know, obviously that was 20 years ago. And I had to relearn how to freaking use crutches. And that's, I'm getting a tricep workout, let's put it that way. Yeah, that shade's perfect, perfect, perfect. But anyway, that's what's been going on in my little neck of the woods of fun. Fun for the holidays. I'm just gonna steadily deepen that up. It was very defined looking on Lana, especially towards the outer part here. I tried to find any information on her makeup. Couldn't, so I just zoomed in on a lot of pictures and watched the performance. So pretty much just going off of what it looked like was going on. And I feel like the pearl necklace was very Lana Del Rey-ish. Because I don't have anything that looked like the top she had on. She had the prettiest little dress on. Yeah, Unchained Melody, though, is just one of those songs that, like, anytime you hear it, I feel like it just grabs your heart and just, it's one of those things. It's probably one of the most beautiful songs ever written. It's just something about it so pretty. It's like the end of the Elvis movie when they have him singing that, and that was like one of his last performances. I bawled my eyes out. I'm an Elvis fan. Also, I do enjoy me some Elvis. So, yeah, I was a wreck at the end of that movie. Like, I didn't know how the movie was going to end, you know. But that one scene, oh, it got me. And then the way it went version to the actual footage. And then seeing Lana Del Rey perform it. She's also very special to me. I'm going to take a little bit of heroin, I think. Let's see. Just going to dust a little bit of that across the lid. For evening out. A little bit deeper than what I'm looking for lid shade. But yeah, should I be probably sitting on the couch and being comfy right now? Probably. But I'm sick of sitting and doing that already. Like, I'm like, okay, I need to do something. And I really wanted to do this video for Christmas time, kind of, because it was, you know, for Christmas in Graceland. That's one of my, like, bucket list things to do, is to go to Graceland. I know it sounds like such a silly little thing. Like, it's just something I've always wanted to do. And haven't gotten the opportunity. So that's on my bucket list, to go take a tour. Alright, I'm taking just a little bit more of Love Anarchy. And just blend in right here. And diffusing that edge. And I think that's about all she had for like eyeshadow going on. Trying to smooth this spot out there. I got like some dry skin. Let's start on the eyeliner. Just like the nerve-wracking part for me. I'm gonna start with a pencil, I think. Map out what I want to do. It was just a big, beautiful wing, and I'm going to try to recreate that on myself. I don't do winged liner that often, so anymore. Like I used to do it like all the time. And yeah, just something about it. It was just gorgeous. The whole look put together. So I'm going to take, this is Urban Decay in Zero 24/7 liner. And this is one of those looks like it really doesn't matter what palette you use or whatever. It's just a contoured looking classic eye with black liner. So I'm going to start right here at the upper lash line and go under here at the tight line, and then come right here to the outer corner where my lower lash line starts here, and I'm going to come up from there. I'm just doing light little sketchy strokes to start and bring that under here below, not getting in the water line. The liner did come all the way across on her. Okay, now I'm gonna take a liner brush and soften this up a bit. I'm gonna smooth it, get my shape. I don't think her liner was particularly smoky. It looked pretty stark. But I will have to, tailor things a little bit to my eye shape. Because, well, our eye shapes aren't too dissimilar, but they're a little bit different. It's a good starting spot. Let me try to do that on the other side. You know who else has one of the most beautiful covers of Unchained Melody now, since we're talking about that? Orville Peck. Him and another fella, they had this little kind of side project band called Unrighteous Brothers, and they did an amazing cover. I think they just did like Righteous Brother covers. That was like the whole thing. Whoa. When Orville Peck's part kicks in, it's hard not to feel something. You just feel it in your gut. I'm gonna try to coerce my husband into learning Unchained Melody. He has a really beautiful singing voice, and he does one of my favorite songs, which is Roy Orbison's Crying, and it's like, and he can do the Spanish version. Ugh. I think that was in the movie Mulholland Drive. Must have been like George Lynch a lot. Or David Lynch, sorry, George Lynch. George Lynch is like the guitar player for Dio. Or not, yeah, Dio. Alright, I'm trying to get a little bit in here. Where was left here. The liner was fairly thick. Very 60s Priscilla Presley. Post Malone's performance was really good too, and Casey Musgraves. I'm not familiar with anything Casey Musgraves does, but I thought her performance was good. Honestly, I can't name you a Post Malone song either off the top of my head. Like, I hear them when I go places, I'm like, oh, that's Post Malone, and it's like, that's nice, but I can't name you a song. There's something about him that just seems very sweet. Is it just me? Like, he just seems like a nice guy. I don't know. I know nothing really about him, but he just always looks so cute, like, and just happy. I love the meme where he's like, cool man, or whatever. And I'm not worried about being super perfect yet, because we are gonna do some tidying and cleaning with concealer. Alright, let me check my reference picture really quickly. Alright, so I need to thicken up the upper lash line and taper in the lower lash line a little bit and kind of make it a little thinner. It's not super smoky on the lower part, but the upper part is a little bit thicker. So add a little more liner. If Do you have any songs like that though that just anytime you hear them, they just feel like something's grabbing you from the inside? Like, I don't know how to describe that feeling, but it feels like something's just pulling you. Unchained Melody is one of those songs for me. That and Roy Orbison's Crying. Nights in White Satin. That song gets me too. Yeah, I just slept so much though the last couple of days, on and off. Just lots of naps. You know, medicine just makes you tired, and then when you're healing from something, that too, it makes you very tired. But I finally was like able to take a bath today and wash my hair and all that with minor supervision. Mostly just getting in and out of the bathtub. I was like, make sure I get in and out of here without breaking something else. I'm going to jump over to the eyeshadow now, using just a matte black eyeshadow. Perfect it, set the eyeliner, and clean up fallout, because I will definitely have fallout from this. I always get fallout when I use black eyeshadow like this. One of, I think, my very first, at least first or second tutorials I ever did was a Lana Del Rey inspired makeup on my blog. If I have a picture, I'll put it here. I've always just, the first time I saw Lana, I fell in love with her. And I've pretty much loved everything she's done since. Like, there's some albums, of course, that are more special than others, but I've always just had a, I don't know, special place for her. I walked down the aisle to the instrumental version of video games. Like, that's how special she is to me and my husband. He loves her too. We'll definitely need some Q-tips. We're tidying up on this one. I have a little bit more of a precise liner brush I'm going to go in with. I know it looks a little messy. Let's clean it up a little bit. I'm just going to take a little bit of face primer on a Q-tip. You could just do concealer, but I got a little bit of fallout that I'm going to tidy up as well. I just take a little bit of my whatever face primer I happen to be just kind of working through on a Q-tip and magic eraser it away. I can kind of get my angle adjusted as well. Get that nice little lift. Sorry, I'm a little bit quiet. I'm like I'm actually concentrating here. This requires some mental focus. Especially when you haven't done liner like this in a long time. How do I have glitter on my face? I am just plagued by glitter, gold glitter right now, because of my ornaments for my tree. So there's just glitter from one end to the other. I don't know how my carport, it is coated in gold glitter. I'm like, how did it even get out here? Like, why is my carport so festive? And we have a cat that comes visits. Garfield is what I call him. I don't know his real name. He seems to be cool with that though, and not ignore me when I say, hey Garfield. Sometimes I call him Harold. His name changes. He's just a big old orange cat. And he's been rolling around in all the glitter. So he's probably going home to his house and his family, tracking gold glitter back into their house, which is kind of funny. Like, Merry Christmas. Your cat is festive. As he comes, he rolls around on the carport and wants me to play with him and love on him and stuff. He's a silly kitty. Very much orange cat energy. And he's massive. He's so big. Like, that cat is definitely making the rounds, getting treats. I have to go with some liquid liner now. And like, I don't know, sharpen things up a bit. This is L'Oreal Flash Cat. And now I'm going to take some concealer on a flat brush and really sharpen these edges up. I'm feeling very Amy Winehouse-y right now. I'm taking a little bit of the concealer on the lid as well, like kind of to carve it out. Almost like I was doing a cut crease. Liner's done. I'm gonna just tidy up that upper lash line just a little bit, right, and just kind of blend this a little bit. Just want it to look a little cleaner on the lid itself. I'm gonna let that meet up to the liner. And I'm grabbing a clean fluffy brush. Everything is nice and soft. Alright, I think I got the eyeliner kind of where I want it for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do some complexion and try to tidy this up a little bit. I kind of made a mess, okay? I know, I made a little mess. I am not used to doing this kind of eyeliner on myself, and it's been so long. And not giving myself the grace of smoking it out. Okay, I feel like I need to rehydrate my skin. But I did tidy up a little bit along those edges. And yeah, just my skin feels kind of dry. I'm taking a little bit of Vitamin Rich Face Base. I've already done skincare, but it's like I need more. I ended up using some micellar water to clean up because the I don't know, it was looking messy with the concealer for a minute there, and I was like, I wasn't happy with it. Some Vitamin Rich Face Base just to bring some hydration back. Whew, girl, I'm dry. All right, let's do some foundation. I have prepped the rest of my skin pretty well. Foundation, I'm going to use the Always On from Smashbox. We're going to go for a nice, creamy, hydrated looking skin. Hence all the hydration I have put on my face. Just going to buff a little bit of this on, even everything out. And just tapping over the Beauty Blender. And just getting everything looking nice and smooth and even. And, okay, let's bring a little bit of color back into the skin. I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. I'm using my little contour stick from LA Colors. Little contour brush. A little bit more of a precise brush to do the nose. Get back in with the foundation brush and just make sure everything is blended. So I feel like this is a look you can definitely go a little sculpted with and kind of lean into the glam. So I think Lana is either super natural makeup or just full on to the nines glam. So everything's looking blended. Now we'll take some concealer. I'm going to use the Halo Glow 4-in-1 Healthy Glow Perfecting Pen. I said that backwards, but whatever, from Smashbox. Okay, I'm just gonna blend that out. I'm just being very, very careful right up here around the eye so we don't mess up what we've got done. So it took us long enough. Set the skin down with a little bit of powder. I'm going to use the ABH Translucent Loose Setting Powder on my sponge. Really knocking off the excess, just a little coating on here. Really press it in. I'm going to dust away any excess powder. Alright, let's finish up the eyes. Her liner really does come all the way in. And the wing is a little bit further out, so we're just going to tweak a little bit of that very, very carefully with a very small angled brush and really tap off. Make sure there's no powder on here or no excess. We're going to try not to get any drop down. Tug that out just a little bit. A little flat brush and just Sharpen it up very carefully. And bring it over all the way in. Keep it really as thin as possible. It was all the way in. I've never done this on me, so we'll see how this looks. Come in a little bit right here to elongate a little bit, because I think that would suit my eye shape a little bit more. Different, little bit out of my comfort zone, oddly. You would think this would not be, but I never really do this much just straight liner that is requiring like precision. Usually I'm like, I'm just gonna smoke it out, so you can't tell if I mess up. Okay. I think we've got a look here. I think we're done with the eyes. As far as the liner goes, I think we accomplished it. It feels a little stark, and I'm pretty sure hers up close probably wasn't that stark. So I'm gonna take this little detail brush and just a little bit of the Rise Up shade and just softly get that very tight little blend just right there. I think it just makes it look a little bit more finished. Very linery. Wow. I mean, really, I haven't seen myself like this kind of liner in so long. I just feel like it's not looking as sharp on this side. Like it looks a little too lacking precision or something. Okay, so now I'm gonna soften this blend right here. That's kind of coming up and out. Just looking very diffused. Nothing's harsh other than the liner. We only want one thing harsh today, not just liner, which is a rare occasion. I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush, take some of Heroin mixed with Rise Up, soften right here just a little bit. And Lana definitely had some lashes going, so we're gonna need some lashes. Yeah, it looked like Lana had some beautiful big lashes. So I'm gonna pull some out and trim them down to fit my eye. These are the Meredith Duxbury lashes in the style Angel Eyes. I think these trimmed down will fit the look. She had like very fluffy lashes on. So give these a little haircut and pop them on. I'm gonna use some of this lash glue liner. It is also in black. I think this will really make the eyes look finished. All right, so I'm gonna trim off probably, take off 2 little clusters and see how they look. Yeah, I'm gonna trim some more off. A bit too big still. Pop some of the glue on and get these lashes popped on. And I think that will make the eyes look definitely a little more finished. And this is a black liner pen with the glue in it. So it also works as a liquid liner. You don't have to worry about like hiding lash glue. All right, lashes are on. I'm gonna let that glue set in a little more, and then I'm gonna put a little mascara. First, let's finish up the rest of the face. I'm gonna bring in a little more warmth with some contour and bronze from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Nudegasm palette, and we're gonna go into these 2 shades right here. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. I'm just gonna swirl into both of those. Come right out here. Take a little bit of that contour shade. Just add like a little bit of shadow. Just right there. And for blush, I'm gonna take Warm Soul from MAC. I feel like that color just suits this look. It didn't look like she had like a distinct like blush on. The skin just looked very soft and natural, but very like flawless at the same time. The eyeliner was definitely just the star of the show. And we do a very gentle graze of some highlighter from the Nude Gasm palette. I'm just going to take this champagne shade. We're going to do it very softly around on the high points where it's not obvious. It's just a little gentle sheen. She definitely didn't have matte skin. It was just like, wasn't an obvious like stroke of highlight or anything. Just her skin overall was just glowy. I'm gonna give a little dusting of some finishing powder. I'm gonna use a bit of Hourglass ambient lighting powder in diffuse light, I think, or dim light. One of the two. The yellowy looking light one. All right, I'm gonna touch my brows up really quickly. I'm gonna do some setting spray, some Lana Make It Last, and let's get some creaminess looking. My skin is so dry right now, like surface dryness and just dehydrated. I've put on so much moisturizer today. Gonna let that dry for a minute. I'm gonna let my hair down, sort that out, and throw on some mascara, blend the lashes in, and yeah, we'll be back to do the lips and the final results. I'll see you in just a second. Okay, I repositioned the lashes just a little bit, pulled them over. They were just like too far out, and I've been just trying to make sure I didn't have any fallout under my eyes and things. They're looking as neat and kind of precise like her look as possible. I feel like I just need to perfect a little more. Like, I don't know. I can't figure out what's not working for me, but I think this might be as good as it gets. So the eyes are done. I'm done. I did put a little mascara on the lower lash line. I tried to give myself some poofy 60s looking hair, the best I could anyway. But yeah, I tried to give myself a nice kind of voluminous blowout. I tried. I'm gonna pop on some jewelry. This will really just complete the look, and then we'll get some lips on. But look at these earrings. Where did these come from? I cannot remember. I think somebody probably got these for me, but look at that. They felt appropriate. They felt very Lana Del Rey Gucci-ish. It's just a little pearl necklace. Yeah, I feel like it all just kind of tied together. The earrings will tie it together. But anyways, on her lips, she actually had kind of looked like a cooler tone liner with a bit of a peachy lip going on, kind of peachy nude. So I'm gonna actually take Cool BFF from ColourPop, line my lips with that. We are gonna overdraw a little bit. Come on. If I had to make a guess of what lip liner she was wearing, it would be that, I think, Endless Cacao from Makeup Forever. It gave me that vibe. All right, and I'm gonna take from Milani. This is the shade Pleasure, which is more of a cooler tone, peachy nude. And I'm pretty sure her lips are matte. I'm just gonna blur that together. Okay. All right, I think this might be the look done. What do you think? Let me know down below. I know, I struggled, I know. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below, what you think of this look, and do you like Lana Del Rey? Do you like Unchained Melody? Either or. Do you like Orville Peck? Let me know down below. But I think this is the last day of Animus that's going to be going up, so thank you guys for tuning in this year for my first year doing Animus. I think next year I might do the whole month. I think I can do it. I think I got it in me, because the 12 days was way easy. I actually have like extra content, so yeah, I don't think I would have any trouble filling up a 30 or 25 days. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to Animus this year, and hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season, a happy new year, whatever you celebrate. I hope it is fantastic, wonderful, loving, and everything that you want it to be this year. And yeah, and here's hoping that 2024 will be a good one. So I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.